afraid Mr. Surgeon. She's going to be so happy. Big booger.
Careful.
Is it alive though? It hasn't moved, it has it. And it's not a hook, right? I mean, she can't get a hook in there. He said, yeah, like to kind of move it to the side instead of the front.
Yeah, like that.
Oh man, I'm sick. Oh man. Show me please, I want to. Oh my god.
Siamo in Costa Rica, è il 2015 e questo video in cui la biologa marina Christine Figner salva una tartaruga marina estraendole una cannuccia di plastica dal naso fa il giro del mondo attraverso il web. Le immagini hanno un impatto fortissimo sull'opinione pubblica e grandi corporate come American Airlines e Starbucks mettono al bando le cannucce di plastica. Al di là dell'ondata emotiva, i dati ci dicono che dei 9 milioni di rifiuti di plastica che ogni anno finiscono nei nostri mari, le cannucce rappresentano solo lo 0,03%. L'esempio è riportato nel provocatorio saggio L'Apocalisse può attendere di Michael Shellenberger e ci costringe a una riflessione. Oggi vi proponiamo un punto di vista alternativo proprio sul problema dei rifiuti della plastica e lo facciamo con l'analisi di Chris DeArmitt, chimico e membro onorario della Royal Society of Chemistry, per noi ai microfoni di Pop News.
Some of the stereotypes about plastic are, for example, that plastics are everywhere. We hear that plastics are hurting animals. We hear that they're contributing to waste. We think that they're bad for the environment. We hear a lot of things about plastic. Unfortunately, this information is not being checked by anyone. It's being told to us, but there are no scientists telling you what the science says. And that's really my job. As an independent scientist, I read 3,000 scientific papers to find the truth and share it for free. I did the work unpaid as well to remain impartial, so that you know that there's no other interests at stake. And the reason I did it was because my own children were being taught lies at school about plastics.
Se parliamo di plastica dobbiamo fare riferimento a un dato percentuale preciso, la barriera dell'1%.
So let's look at some of these things that we think we know about plastics. We think that plastics are everywhere, but in fact plastics are less than 1% of materials by volume or by weight. So even if all plastics were gone tomorrow, we would only get rid of 1% of our materials usage. And that's what's worrying me. Everyone's focused on 1% and nobody's talking about the other 99%, which means we can never really make a difference. As long as you ignore 99% of a problem, you can't really solve that problem. So that's the first thing to know. And the second thing is that when you look at the life cycle analyses, which is the way to know what's green and what isn't green, you find out that plastics are almost always the greenest solution. And you mentioned bans of plastic, for example, and that's a very silly thing to do because when you check the science, there are 28 studies on bags, and every single study done in every country in the world shows that the plastic bag causes less harm than the other ones. So why would you ban the material, the option which is causing least harm, and force people to use other options which cause much more harm? It's illogical, it's unhelpful, and it's harming the planet. People are making bad decisions because they were too lazy to check the facts, and that's a problem.
Quali sono dunque le best practice che dovremmo adottare per una condotta e un approccio consapevole nei confronti dell'ambiente? Chris DeArmitt le ha riassunte nel saggio Il paradosso della plastica, che ha messo a disposizione in rete, corroborato da dati e ricerche.
Of course, when it comes to the environment, what we should be doing is reducing our overall use of materials. We should be reusing, we should be recycling, repairing, all of those things. But we should, and in every case, we should look to see what is the greenest material for that particular application, the one that causes the least harm, and then we should pick that. And that's what my book helps people to do, my free book, and my videos. They're all provided online for free so that young people like yourselves can make smart choices.
Quello del chimico Chris DeArmitt è di sicuro un approccio massimalista alla questione dei rifiuti della plastica, ma aiuta il dibattito e lo arricchisce con un punto di vista inedito.
And so I think my overall message to people is you can be for the environment or you can be against plastics, but you can't be both. And if you want to do the right thing, please spend a few minutes to check the facts instead of believing everything that you hear on the internet. I'm sure your listeners are too intelligent to believe everything they hear on the internet. So hopefully they can spend a few minutes. I have everything condensed onto one page and everything is supported with science so they can see it's true. And I really thank you for the opportunity to tell the young people of today what they can be doing to ensure a brighter future for everybody.